Hello and welcome to yet another yapping. You know that I have been talking a lot about different types of words, and I have problems with some of them, and some of them I just love. I have talked about 200 when it comes to year, naming a year. In Sweden we say 217, and I really not like that. I need to say 2017, or like you say in America, the year 17. It's in 17. It feels totally okay by me. But 200 I don't work with. Now, back in the old days, we called them the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and so on. And everything working fine up to the 90s. And I, for myself, have no idea what to say about the zeros. I can't call them the zeros. I can't even call them the nolltalet, as we say in Swedish, because we said 90-talet, the 90s, 90 tails. Well, never mind. But I can't say anything about the zeros. But suddenly I read a word called the Noughties. Now, naught, of course, I know naught is zero. So, when I saw it, I said, yes, that's exactly what it is. It's the Noughties. On the other hand, being naughty is something totally otherwise. So I was thinking, okay, but they know what I mean if I say the Noughties. They have to. The Noughties. I mean, I'm precising which 9-10 years we're talking about. The Noughties. On the other hand, if I'm not going to be totally honest, there wasn't too much going on in the Noughties that I need to be referring to. So perhaps it's okay. But my next step was, of course, how to transfer that into Swedish. And I have no idea, because there is no way you can say it. We say like 2000 something, 2000 dollar. But that's not really, that's the whole century to me. They mean, of course, by saying 2000, they mean from 2000 up to 2009. But why don't they call it the 2000 then? No? That is the point they are taking. They call it the 2000. Suddenly I was feeling like, oh, if we could just go over to English, all of us. Noughties. Listen to it. Noughties. The Noughties. But then on the next step was, of course, we are not going to get anything in Sweden that is comparable to Noughties. But what do we say about these 10 years, the decade we're in now? Is that the tens? And aren't there actually living person breathing and stuff that was born in the tens, the 1910s? It's getting a bit confusing. And even more it's going to be when we get up to 2020 and suddenly we are in the 20s. For me, the 20s is Charleston. It's way back then with the all the problems you had with liquor back in the States and all that. And all the bad years we had when things went wrong and many Swedes was moving to the outside, emigrated to the United States, among other things. That was the 20s. We can't have yet another 20s. Or is it just because I'm a bit history interested? Perhaps CPM can give me a better clue on this one. But we need to do more about these stuff. There are a lot of words going on out there. Some of them I like and some I don't like. I have seen something that's called emojis. I don't like that word. I have no idea what it means. Emojis? I also had a problem with something called meme. It doesn't spell like meme. It's spelled meme. I don't like that either, but if I just accept that it's pronounced meme, I can use it. But I can't use it in Swedish. I have to use the English word. Because we don't have a Swedish version of it. Hem. Don't get me started on the English. We need to do more English in Sweden, I can tell you that much. Well, never mind. That's how it is. Thanks for listening. Bye.